go. Right. Internet problems persist. Right. That one is back online and apparently up and running again. Sorry about that to anyone that was watching on YouTube just before. OBS did a weird disconnect thing again, and the stream disconnected, and this had to be restarted. So, sorry about that. Everyone watching on Twitch is still good, yeah? So it was just YouTube that died. Wicked. Thank you, YouTube. Right. Pardon me 1 second, Twitch people, while I sort out YouTube. It's always one thing after another, isn't it? Pardon me 1 second, guys. We will carry on in a second. Right, there we go. Right, we are back to where we were before. So, sorry about that, guys. Internet's cut out. YouTube decided not to wait for it. Twitch did, though, which is makes a nice change. Usually Twitch is the first to give up the ghost. Right, so we've got one more window we need to do here. Groovy. Right, I think those window frames should be a different colour. Ooh, I do like the paint gun in SE2. It is very nice. Cool. Right, so have I still got that on my clipboard? Yes, I have. Cool. Right, we can paste a bunch more of these lights into place. Cool. There we go. Yeah, they're all lined up nicely. Wicked. Right, let's weld these. And my backpack is running out of stuff. Or is it? Oh yeah, it is. It's just silicon I've got left in there. Let's get rid of that. Swap it for a bit more iron. Go. There's another lamp built. I've actually looking forward to the sun to go down again so I can see what it looks like in the dark. If it actually looks cool or not. I think it will do. Oh, low on power again. Oh, there we go. And that side there. I wonder if we're going to get hangar doors in SE2. And whether or not they will be bigger than previous hangar doors. Because I noticed the piston concept stuff they teased a while back in one of the dev diaries showed us 20-meter pistons rather than the 10-meter pistons that we are used to with SE1, so I wonder if we'll get longer doors as well. Because the hangar doors in SE1 just always seem a bit too small for anything I want to do. There's a one that was twice the height. That would actually be quite useful. So I do wonder, will we get bigger hangar doors? Oh, there you go, looks like the sun is actually going down now. Oh, I forgot to do the lamp on this one. Clever. Yeah, that actually looks quite good in the dark. Let's turn my torch off. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. I like that. Yeah, suit energy low. Go and recharge in a second. One more lampshade. One more lampshade. Go and recharge for a second. Cool. Right. Let's recharge. Hopefully we'll get some more. We could disconnect. Right, so that is the light rig done. What else? Oh, we need to redesign that skylight. We'll do that in a minute. So, in here, I'm also going to need some kind of conveyor access. when I build my robots. I don't necessarily need to have storage in here for parts, but I do need conveyor access. So we could put a cargo container in here somewhere. Yeah, that's about in the center of that block. So yeah, we can have a cargo container there, I reckon. Then what can we do to greedle it and make it look interesting? We could build a little box frame to live inside. That's never going to fit there, that's a shame. What do we do there? Oh, that would work. Could do something like that and then move the box forward, actually. What do we do with that? Where have my cargo containers gone? There they are. That's a bit chunky. Don't need that. That's way too big. Yeah, that's nice and central in the middle of that. Yeah, and that could be our conveyor access into there, and then we can pipe that in and take the wall out and do all that kind of jazz. Yeah, I quite like that. Let's do this back corner first. I would need nickel for that. Let's go and get nickel. I'm sure I've got some of that left in the container. Oh, wrong container. I couldn't find it. Nickel. Oh. Yeah, we basically don't have any nickel. We're gonna have to go and get some. That before I do anything else down there. 50 kilograms. Have I got that much left in here for now? Well, we got 100 kilograms. Right, you can build that container at least, and then we'll have to go and get some nickel. No connection point detected. Oh. Oh yeah, the size of those things aren't connection points, are they? We can just bridge it with... the small ones? Where are the little ones? There they are. Let's take that container out for a second. Oh, actually, I know what I could put in there that would look a bit more interesting. Let's get... Oh, that's not even a thing, is it? Let's just delete that. There we are. Something like that in there. That'd look a little bit more interesting than just regular old blocks. We can then mirror it at the top as well. Oh, that's the wrong place. That's the one. And then we can put the cargo container back. Right, where's that gone? There it is. There we go. Awesome. Right. So then that can be our conveyor access. In here. We need to drill out, or grind out rather, that one. Cool. Wait, what? Is that just fallen down? Oh, because that was connected to the wall. I thought. Yeah, that's now separate. Yeah, that's just become detached. Damn it. Didn't think about that, did you? That was silly. Right, well, let's get a conveyor port in here then. We can do that in a minute. Rethink that. Where's the square one gone? Why will you not go into that gap? Oh, there you are. Silly again. Then we'd have a skinny connector there. Be the same depth as the wall. Yeah, that's the one. And that can go. Oh, actually, we can fill that in with those, can't we? Yes, we can. That looks better. Ah, we don't have iron. Never enough iron in my inventory. There we go. I think it was going to be that, wasn't it? Let's switch back to grey. Oop, button. Right, let's rebuild that cargo container again and try and make it a little bit more structurally sound. they were going to go there and there. But those aren't actually decent connection points, so let's put in little decorative blocks, and that should form an actual connection point, hopefully. There we go, that's the one. Oh, actually, that can be the thicker one. Where is it? That one. Because the conveyor, the box sits nicely in the middle of that gap. Yeah, so that can go there. And then conveyor. Cargo container. And then go back there again. Cool. Maybe helps a little bit better. Let's put in a few more connection points on this frame there. That can go in there. That can go into there. Wonderful. Oh yeah, and we needed to put them back in place. Marvellous. Right, when that is piped up, we will then have conveyor access in here for our workshop. We'll have buttons that we can eventually do things with, although the button panels are entirely non-functional at the moment. Which is a bit of a shame. Right, what else could we do for this workshop in here? Oh, well, that window up that we missed. Have a bit of silicon. There we go. Now, these windows on the roof, on the ceiling. That's just a copy and paste job from over here, but that was really kind of basic setup.
Suit hydrogen low.
Yes, suit lady. What windows have we got then? Corners, big square ones. You know what, big square ones would fit in nicely with that though. Yeah, I might just keep it like that for a minute. Keep it simple. Oh, of course, there's one that I've missed right at the end. Did I miss one here? Oh, yeah, I did. Let's grab some more silicon then, and then get... oh, no, we've got plenty of silicon left in there. Cool. Let's get these welded up. What time are we on? We are on 7:45, so that's nearly been 2 hours, even though this is the second stream of the evening, because the first one decided to disconnect. So, in about 15 minutes, I'll be grabbing myself a quick bio break and a cup of tea. And I'll be running out of silicon as well. Got any more? There we go, a little bit more. Good, right. 400 kilos of silicon, that is quite a lot for one window. Fairly certain a pane of glass that size wouldn't weigh 400 kilos. I mean, it'd weigh a bit, but 400 kilos is a bit much. And that's all of our silicon. Pretty much. Right, let's go and get more of that. Maybe. We'll get some of these done. Ooh, we're out of iron again. So, I've got a few ideas for some shelving units that I'm going to put in here. Decorate the place a little bit, make it look a bit more interesting. Yeah, I'll do that. One more window, and that's a bit of another window, obviously. Not quite enough to finish the whole thing. Cool. Doesn't look too bad. Quite like that. Oh, hello Benjamin on YouTube. What's that? 400 kilos for a window is astronomically high. Yes, it certainly is. Especially when the window isn't much bigger than a person. There's no way that would weigh 400 kilos. Even if the frame was made out of box steel, it still wouldn't weigh 400 kilos. There's there's still a fair bit of balancing with the resource requirements that's needed in this game at the moment. Right, so, ooh, power. Power. We need to recharge. Life support is in danger. There we go. Let's recharge a little bit. Right, so, what are we on? 15 minutes till I get a cup of tea and have a bio break. Bit more iron. Cool. Right, so I've got an idea for some kind of shelving type storage units sort of things. I'm going to throw one together here. Blueprint it and see if the idea actually works. Oh yeah, that's too close to the wall, isn't it? What if we built the frame actually on the platform? Oh, then we wouldn't be able to get another shelf in without going all the way up there. How did I do them on what other base I was messing around with? Alright, we'll do it like that. We'll build out from the wall first. Yeah, and that can go like that. Bum ba bum ba bum bum. We can have another one. Kind of in the middle, but we will need to actually create some connection points for that. None of that connects up. Bum, 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 bum. We could just put them on the inside. Hopefully that will create connection points for the shelves. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4 block gap. 1, 2, 3, 4 block gap. Want that to be a block higher, so let's grab some more of the little tiny decorative blocks. Live there, and then we've got a connection point for there. And then we've got a little shelving unit to put some crates and things on. Yeah, I like that. Yep, cool, that's all got connection points. Except that one, that just needs them welding. That's got a connection point, fantastic. Cool, and I've got a little shelf. Wicked. Right, let's... Actually, before we go any further, let's check that I can actually put some things on that shelf that I want to put on there. Where are the cargo crates? We've got cargo crates. I'm sure we've got barrels as well. Structural logistics. Oh yeah, we've got little half balls as well, haven't we? I will have to get them on my toolbar somewhere. I keep forgetting about them. Mistakes, day-to-day, elimination, is it in decor? Oh yeah, barrels and crates. There we go. Yeah, and that's about a good size to get a barrel onto. Or decorative type purposes, and potentially for actual practical storage purposes. Make some of these a slightly different colour. A red one there. And blue one there. Yeah, that was quite cool. But actually, what I might do first is I'll take them back out again. I'm gonna copy this thing, blueprint it a bunch of times, and then I can put different stuff on different shelves. So, let's partial copy this whole thing. That is it. Fantastic. So how wide is that? That is 5 blocks wide. Would have one there. What kind of gap do I need to be able to get in? In fact, do I line one up there? One there, maybe with a little gap. What is this gap here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Yeah. Half centimetre, 25 centimetre gap's not a big deal. I think that looks quite cool. Right, let's weld them up then. Yeah, I quite like them. Pretty good. Got enough to do that last bit? Yeah, sweet. Oh, and those 2 little decorative blocks up there. Cool. We might have to add a little bit of additional lighting over here in the corners, maybe. Be able to build something on the wall that overhangs it. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Right. More iron. Thank you. Right, actually, that is about time for me to go and have a quick little bio break, so I will be back in a few minutes to carry on building this warehouse, so don't go anywhere. I'll be back very soon. Right, we are back again. Okay, so... yeah, what's that, Benjamin? It does look a bit dim in the corners. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Now, light, the spots don't have a radius, do they? They only have a distance, really. Oh, they've not even got that yet. We don't even have radius controls on the spotlights, only brightness and colour. So there's not much I can do about the range of that light at the moment. So yeah, we are going to have to build something more in the corner over here. I just need to have a quick think about that. What are we going to do there? What should we do? Alright, pardon me 1 second. I'm just going to refer to some of my reference pictures and have a look at some of the ideas in there and see what we can do about that. And annoyingly, the Space Engineers 2 audio cuts out when I navigate away from that screen, which is a bit annoying. Bum ba bum ba bum, bum ba bum ba bum. Yeah. Yeah, right, okay. Well, let's finish this off in the corner first. And then we'll figure out some lighting for illuminating these corners, because it's a bit dark and a bit moody. So, for anyone that has recently joined the stream, or has recently started watching... Oh, what's that, Benjamin? Also, what kind of tea are we drinking? Classic Earl Grey or an ice blend of... Classic Earl Grey, my friend. I'm very much a big fan of Earl Grey tea. I pretty much live off it. I can't function without it. And I drink it so obsessively that most other teas just don't do it for me anymore. It has the Earl Grey. Yeah, so, I was just saying, for anyone that has recently joined the stream, you might notice there is a stream goal in the top right corner of the screen that is titled Medication for My Cat. So basically, I'm a cat lover, I have several of them, and one of them is not very well at the moment. And veterinary bills and animal medication in the UK is extortionately expensive. So if anyone is feeling generous enough to offer a donation or send us a tip, there is a link in the description of this stream. Anything would be much appreciated. If not, it's not a problem. But if you're feeling generous enough, there is a link there to help me fund that, because I'm a little bit skint at the moment, and paying hundreds of pounds for medication is a bit difficult. Anyway, back to what we were doing. So, illuminating these corners. Oh, actually, what we could potentially do is just stick some lights on the shelves themselves. That's the wrong button, because we have got these little ones, these little overhanging ones, that I can never seem to get the right angle. There we go. It's 5 blocks wide, and so it'll be awkward. Yeah. Put it on the front there. It's that like, do we have any range controls on them yet? That we don't, do we? No, we haven't got any range controls for any lights yet. So eventually I would actually reduce the range of them down very, very small so it just illuminates that little section. But they are what they are for the moment. Yeah, I think that looks quite cool actually. That helps with the illumination problem. So yeah, then we could have a bit of decoration with a load of barrels and crates and things. Now they don't have a particular way round other than a tiny... Oh, there we go. That's got a graphic on the top. Alright, I can go that way around then. A couple of them down there. Don't want to completely ram it with stuff. That box. Which way around is that box? Presume it's that way around? Let's go with a blue one. And a yellow one next to it. I'll leave that bit empty for now. Shade of red. That's the right shade of red. Yeah, so we have that there. Yeah, something like that. And let's put a little bit more on this top shelf here. Let's go with yellow again. Oop, wrong button. Let's mix it up a bit, put some on different angles. Yeah, looks pretty good. Well, them up, that's adds a little bit of decoration and a bit of colour into my usually gothy black and white colour scheme. Yeah, that looks quite cool. And then we've got a bit of storage there if we actually need it. Yeah, 300 kilos of iron for a small chest like that. There's no way that would weigh 300 kilos. It might weigh 300 kilos once you've filled it full of iron. But a box that size shouldn't weigh nearly half a ton. That's ridiculous. Oh, they all just weigh the same, because that's 320, and that's 320, and that's half the size. Okay. Sounds reasonable. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of decor there. And then we could maybe just kind of put some other bits on these shelves. And have them half built. As if they are spare parts waiting to be used. Let's go with blue, actually. There's a couple of ore detectors down there. What other functional blocks have we got that would fit nicely in that gap? Ooh, we could put some little docking connectors on the shelf as well. Yeah, we could have one of them, like that. Yep. Yeah, we'll just fill that up like that for now. Have them half built. Might actually finish them at some point to get the colour out of them, but half built for now looks quite cool as well. What else have we got? What's on my toolbar? What other little blocks do we have? Than just barrels. Put some half-built half-built gyros and thrusters. Oh, hey Legner, how you doing? 320 kilo boxes sound like workplace weaponry. I mean, 320 kilo boxes were what I used to do a lot of manhandling with at one of my old jobs a long time ago, but again, that was when they were full. These are empty, and they weigh 320 kilos. I wouldn't want to lift that box when it's full. If it weighs 320 kilos when it's empty, that's just silly. What else could we put on this shelf? Now, let's put some thrusters on the shelf above. Now one like that. What else could we have? Oh, a landing gear would fit in there as well nicely, that's cool. Movement. Let's pop some ion thrusters on there. We did green, we did blue, we did yellow. One pop them up there. Oh, no connect. Oh, it's like so I've not one underneath. Gold and copper, all sorts of stuff to finish them off. Yeah, they look quite cool there. And then maybe pop a hydrogen thruster in there somewhere. Have I got hydrogen thrusters on my toolbar? No, we don't. Why would I? Movement. Hydrogen. Oh, thruster. Yeah, it's that way. Lamps right there. On the shelf? Yes, it is. Nope, that is the wrong button. That is also the wrong button. I need to find a position for my microphone where it's not blocking my keyboard. Wait, oh, there's no connection point to put it sideways. Yeah, we'll just put it like that and fine. There we go, that's quite a nice little shelf full of spare parts. I quite like that. Ooh, actually, before I go any further filling up this last one, I want to take too many commands. Control and R, that's the one. I want to take a little blueprint of this shelf. Save it. Shelf. What you can be for now. Might stick another bunch of them in this corner over here. That's there, that's there. How did we space that? How did we space that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, somewhere around 8 or 9. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Around there. Where's that? That is one before the window frame. So there. Still be able to get into that gap. Flip that around. Oh no, we won't. There we go. We'd have that one there. And that kind of adds that a bit. Got a little bit of stuff to keep things on in the back. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's weld these shelves up. Why have we got that grill sound happening? Audio bugs, audio bugs. I fly up, use the drill. There we go. Ah, there we go. No more drilling sound. I wondered what that noise was. It was starting to wind me up. Yeah, I can still just about fit in that gap. That's cool. I'll do me. Ooh. And then we've got a bit of white. Oh, I can't wait until I can start building robots in here. Come on, Keen. Give us VS 2.2. Can't wait to get my hands on that update. But at the same time, I also really hope I get some timers with it as well. Backpack. Oh, just run out of stuff. Run out of stuff.
Inventory full.
Yeah. Right, this is another shelving unit. Basically done. Oh yeah, those little blocks in the corner. Cool. Sweet. Alright, digging it. Like it. Let's put some more decoration on these shelves then. Make it feel a little bit more lively. So what could we do over here? I might have a load of barrels on this shelf. Red one. Green one. A blue one. Yellow one, just so we've got a little bit of colour. Yeah, good. And what other little small decorative things could we put in there? Oh yeah, we were going to do one for landing gear parts, weren't we? Let's leave that over there. Let's put some landing gear on this shelf. Where are the landing gears? There they are. Yeah, because that can look like a nice little shelf with robot feet or something like that. What's that led now? It's a shame we can't line the shelves with ammo. Yeah. I mean, is there any ammo in this in SE2 yet? The guns aren't functional yet, are they? So there wouldn't be any ammo to use them. Yeah, Gatling guns, no functionality. Oh, actually, how big is one of them? Could we stick one of those on one of the shelves? Gatling gun. Oh, you'd fit on a shelf. Oh yes, you'd absolutely fit on a shelf beautifully. Let's put you... Let's put a couple of you on this shelf over here. Yeah. Might not work or do anything, but it looks cool. There we go, a couple of Gatling guns on a shelf, some thrusters, all detectors, connectors. What else would we put on these ones over here? Oh yeah. Yeah, and I was going to put landing gear. So we've got a little shelf of robot's feet type things. We start with over there. Oh, that's interesting. Placed it there. Oh, obviously, because that's not a connection point. Yeah. I get it. Could space that out differently, actually. There we go. I'm normally leaving them half built, and there's no point. You're probably wondering why am I bothering to do the colours, but when I've got more resources, I will actually weld all of those up properly so you can see all the different colours. But at the moment, I'm not wasting copper and gold and cobalt and things on decorative stuff. I'll waste my resources later. That shelf could be a spare one for the things. That door bug. That's annoying me at the moment. Look at a connector port. And, it's just on those, isn't it? Containers, the highlight gets stuck. Whereas if you look at cargo container or a proper conveyor, it doesn't get stuck. Oh yeah, that gets stuck on as well, doesn't it? That is annoying. Okay, right, what other bits could we put on that shelf? Maybe some antennas. Oh, we can put some gyroscopes on one of them. Gyroscopes. Actually, I might put some gyros down here on this one with the other bits like that. Gyro. And a little bit higgledy-piggledy, so we're not perfectly aligned, because I've worked in warehouses. Very rarely do people stack the shelves properly. Yeah, cool. I like that. Oh yeah, the antennas have to have a connection point like that, don't they? That won't go there. They'll only go in the middle. Nah, we won't use antennas. Have we got anything else we could put in that last shelf? Oh, actually. Put some small batteries up there. Have them half built. Yeah, there we go. That was pretty cool. We're on 8:30, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I quite like the look of that. Now, how can we make the interior of this building look a little bit more interesting? I think we can put some kind of bracing on the sides of the walls here. There we go, that's the one that I want. Oh, hey, Arkville. Just got here, liking the shelf spaces and decor. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, it's just a bit of a chill one tonight. Had a few technical issues earlier. I thought I'd gotten to the bottom of my internet issues, but apparently not. And my the stream got disconnected about half an hour in, and YouTube decided it wasn't going to reconnect and then just kill the stream, so we had to start a new one. But other than that, it's been going okay. Just trying to... I'm still just trying to get used to the building system in SE and stop thinking in SE1 ways of building. And remembering that the grid system is actually this big when you get down to it. And remembering I can do interesting little greebles without having to do mad subgrid stuff like I would normally do in SE1. I'm thinking maybe we can build some kind of support frames. Because I really want more triangular pieces like this. I really want some truss pieces, but angled. But I haven't got that option at the moment. What I do have is these blocks. Ooh, actually, let's pop that out. Let's put that there. One of them either side, although that is going to get in the way of the window. Yeah, maybe not. Because I actually want to have some kind of frame around the windows as well. In fact, let's figure out some kind of window frame. Have something like that either side. Cross section at the bottom. Cross section at the top. And we could maybe extend that way up. All of these have got pattern on the inside of them, haven't they? Let's orient that pattern so we can repeat it. It looks like it's supposed to join up properly. There we go, that works quite nicely. Yeah, that'll do. And that bottom one is the wrong right. Yeah, not too bad. Quite like that. Although we're not going to be able to replicate that over there, because I put that shelf there. Damn. Maybe we do that on the outside of the building then, and have the inside flat so we can get things butt up against the wall. Maybe that's the better way of doing it. Yeah, I might do it that way instead. So let's put that in detail, because I quite like it, but I don't want to have to move all of those shelves to accommodate it. So let's put that greeble out here. Yeah, outside greebles. Again, this is what I mean about the SE2 building. I keep forgetting that you can go like completely mad on the greebling and do all sorts of stuff with it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do a bunch of these out here, and once I've got it welded, and copy and paste it onto the other windows. That lined up correctly? Yes, it is. And then for the bottom, At the bottom end, where are those decorative blocks? We could just have triangles there like that to finish that off. Oh, and then across here, what have we got? We could do something. That maybe. Actually, replicate that down here as well. Yeah, I quite like that for the moment. Oh, I've got absolutely no iron, no hydrogen, and very little power. Let's grab some more iron. Cool. Yeah, this little place is taking shape now, I think. Oh, I can't wait till we get block welders so I can do this easier and quicker, rather than doing every bit of it by hand. And that section there. Yeah, that looks cool. Right, let's partial copy that. Oh, I love the partial copy feature. I wish we could have it in SE1. Makes life so easy. When you want to repeat a part of something. Wonderful. Is it properly? Yes, it is. Wicked. Cool. Let's delete this one. We don't need this side of it. Well, let's delete it. Just get deleted. There we go. Cool. So they can be like that. Now, it does beg the question, what do I want to do with some support structures in here? Well, that lines up with that quite nicely. Yeah, that does line up with that quite nicely. Ooh, what do these actually? What do these look like butt up against each other? Oh, come on, just find the connection point, Space Engineers. We all know it's there. Stop messing about. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, they don't actually look too bad when they're butt up next to each other. So that's 2 blocks wide. Yeah, sounds like that. That goes like that. That goes like that. So, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 10. Things we can do. Things we can dribble. I'll stick that on there. Let's just do a bit of quick maths. That would be too wide, so that would be that. That would be too wide. That would be another support beam. That would be that. That would be another support beam. That would be that. Ah, oh, no. And then we got two in there. That would fit perfectly. Ooh. Ooh, I quite like that. Fit nicely. Yes, it would, apparently. I have that in there. That there. And that somewhere in there. When the game wants to register the connection point. Come on, game. You know where I want to put it. Come on. Really obvious where I want to put the block. There we go. Nope. That was not where I wanted to put the block. Come on, SC2, work with me. How can you not figure this out, space engineers? Want to put the block on the one I've just built. Thank you. Got there in the end. Yeah, that would fit. Awesome. Right. They can all come out. Then we can weld that up. And we can partial copy that whole section. Oh god, I love partial copy so much. Oh, and that slightly overhangs that, but we can deal with that. We can fix that. Cool, so then we could have that in that gap. That in that gap. That fit beautifully in that gap too. Awesome, yeah, I really like that. That looks pretty cool. Those drills doing that weird audio bug again. They are doing that weird audio bug again. Range. Which all I have to do is tap the drills and the sound goes away. Whatever. Okay. Ooh, the sun is back up. Right, cool. I'm quite happy with that. I really like that. That looks awesome. And potentially put. There have they gone. We could put another one at the back here. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, sweet. More iron. Yeah, I would like to get some skinnier catwalks at some point in the future. That would be quite nice. Maybe some 2x1 kind of catwalks would be cool. Yeah, awesome. Right, let's copy that onto the other side. Partial copy from here. To there. All the way up to the roof. All the way out there. Then all the way over there. Groovy. Don't kill the stream. Are we back? We're back. Thank you. Behave yourself, Internet. Why do you do these things to me? Right. Anyway. I can carry on. More iron. There's never enough iron. And there won't be enough iron in a minute. We're going to run out again soon. Yeah, it's looking pretty good in here. I need to start thinking about what I want to do with the next hangar. The next one I want to make a bit bigger. I want to make that one for building larger mechs when we get to that stage. Nope, more iron.
Inventory full.
Yeah. Oh, missed that one. Oh, that's because I missed both of them. Oh yeah, I need to put another row across the back here. Yeah, that will do. Oh yeah, we need to do that aside. One, and two, and three. Awesome. Cool. That looks great and sweet. Now, doing this floor is going to take quite a lot of iron. We are going to have to go and get more of it, as always. Right, let's go get more iron. We can finish this floor off. There's not really much I can do about the hole in the middle. That needs rotor. Rotors don't exist yet. We're on 65% power. That's okay. 20. That's cobalt. That's the iron. Oh, I didn't realise if you have it set with the labels off, the labels appear only when you point directly at it. Oh, that's cool. Still trying to work out why my seating position, the camera, is so messed up. So that's when I zoom all the way in, and I can't even see where I am. Very strange. Right, more iron. Let's pull out this chunk here. At the edge of the iron deposit. Getting some iron now? Yeah. Right, that does appear to be the edge of that iron deposit. Cool. Right, we will fill up on iron again. 30 tons of it. I wonder how many tons of iron I put into that base now. We're on 21 tons. Let's just fill up until the inventory starts shouting at me. There we go. It is now shouting at me. That'll do. Ooh, that is chunky. I think I picked up more than I usually pick up there. But we're still flying, so it's fine. It's fine. Well, it is very slow now because we are so heavy. Get back to base eventually. Oh yeah, I forgot I had an active contract. I'm going to do that at some point, but for now I'm happy building. We are back. Ruby. Right. Thrusters off. Iron.
Inventory full.
What your battery's on 60%, that's fine for now. Right, I think we got 46 tons of iron there. Let's see how much of that it takes to do the floor. I reckon 46 tons isn't going to be enough to do all of the floor in here. That's my feeling.
Inventory full.
Give it a third person view. Oh, that line again, obviously.
Inventory full.
Yeah, I reckon we're going to chew through that 46 tons before I get to that back corner. Or that back corner, whichever way it works out. Nope. Game is spiking. Oh, hello game. You're back with us, are you? Thank you. Oh, we're out of iron again.
Inventory full.
What are the bets? Am I going to run out of iron, or am I going to finish the floor? I reckon I'm going to run out. Seeing as I can only do about 3 bits of the floor per trip. Well, we are nearly halfway though. Not too bad.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Ah, very clean shadows and Space Engineer 2. I was wondering what those square patches were. It's the sun shining through the big windows in the roof. Nice. Right, well that's half the floor. Can we do the other half without having to go and get more iron?
Inventory full. Inventory full.
We might make it. We might make it. Nope. Run out.
Inventory full.
Managed to deselect my welder. Well done. Yeah, I can't wait until
Inventory full.
all these blocks get a balance pass. Because it just seems like everything is way too heavy at the moment. Way too heavy. Far too many resources. We're going to run out before I finish the floor, aren't we?
Inventory full.
I don't know, maybe not. Got a little bit left. Come on. Find the connection point. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, some of the positions you have to be in to weld in SE2 are a little bit finicky at the moment.
Inventory full.
Oh, we might just make it, but it might just also consume every little bit of iron we picked up over there. Dive in there, weld that one up. Do.
Inventory full.
Not many blocks left. Will we? Of course we won't. We're going to be just short, I reckon. I reckon we're going to be just short. Typical. I am 15 kilos short of finishing off the last floor panel, obviously. Obviously. Right, let's go and get more iron then. That was 46 tons of it took to make that floor. Marvellous. Building definitely needs a balance pass. costs way too much iron. Oh, internet, come on. Sort your life out. Thank you. So, more iron. Oop, went a little bit quick there. Slow down. Let's dig out a little bit more on this section. See where the edge of that iron deposit is sitting. What's the invisible box with all my stuff on? That looks like that edge of the iron deposit. Ooh. See better. Just getting in the way there. Invisible box walls. Or just the drill's not drilling properly. Both, to be honest. What's that, Arkville? So much welding and T42. Yes, I know. Yeah, this is why I can't wait for the block welders, because I've upgraded my hand welder as far as the game will allow. And it still takes ages, and it still takes lots and lots and lots of resources. Yeah, hopefully we'll get the rest of the block tools with the next big update. Be nice. Because I want to turn the Badger drilling ship that I initially made, I want to turn that into a welding ship. Because this one's better for drilling. It's got a better layout, more drills, more storage. Whereas the Badger would be quite good as a little welding ship. But we ain't got no functioning welders to put on it right now. Dropped a few little bits of iron. There it is. Can't be wasting those precious resources. Yep, button. There we go. Yeah, we'll fill up on more of this. I'm gonna finish off that floor. Have a look at any other greebling we can do in that building. Got 26 tons. Not too bad. Looks like we found that edge of this iron deposit. Good and proper. We are now dug through the iron deposit in that corner. probably start screaming about inventory full in a second. Yep, there we go. Ooh, yeah, that's heavy. Just about lift that. Right, that's almost another 50 tons of iron. I think that was 47 and a bit. We'll see how far this gets us. That doesn't help the ship's pooping out little bits of it. That's nice. Where am I going? I'm not even going the right way. I'm just flying in a direction. Going completely the wrong way. A bit distracted today. Right, we will look up there. Right, what else can we do with that building? What else could we do? Oh, we could make a sign on the front of it outside. Oh yeah, we've also got some windows that need finishing as well. Oh yeah, and there's the greebling on the outside needs welding up too. Right, we'll do that next. Right, off you go. Let's get...
Inventory full.
iron. And that bit there. Yeah. Let's do a few more of them. Please connect that part of the base up to the floor as well, would be a good idea. It might just stick. Actually, do that while we're here, because I might just pop a scaffold block under there. Yeah, there we go, that'll do. Ah, and I've apparently missed one of them. I have to pop back inside once I've finished this one. What did I miss in there? Panel in the back corners. There we go. No, I missed two actually. Did I miss any others? No. Repeat.
Inventory full.
That's that. Let's do this one. Cool. One more. Fantastic. One, and that's that one. Groovy. Right. Let's put a scaff block. Oh. We also need to finish that section of the floor. It's the whole reason we went to get iron in the first place. So let's put another scaffold block there. Frost block, whichever one you want to call it. So pop one under there. Way. Cool. Ooh. Do this bit, this wall as well, can't we? Out of iron. Never enough iron.
Inventory full.
Thank you, suit lady. You're so informative. There. Yeah, there we go. I'll do that. Actually, I may as well do that pillar box now. Got the iron on me. Let's pop a bit in there, bit in there. Weld all of this up. Eventually, these things are going to have some kind of turret weapon on the top. They are going to be some kind of base defense. In fact, we could possibly just pop some Gatling guns on them as just mock defense turrets for now. I think I might do that. So they at least look somewhat like what they're going to be when we get all the necessary parts to actually do that. Build some more of this up from here. So where were we? We were there. Ah, there's a random block that's the wrong colour. Don't check that in the toolboxes. Well, maybe that was in the blueprint. Mistake when I originally blueprinted it. I think actually, yeah, I think I bought that last week on a different one. Right, is that that's all of that. Let's get this inside section done. Oh, no, actually, oh yeah, we have to do that first. Right. And we need more iron, obviously.
Inventory full.
What have we got? Let's weld them up. Ooh. Three more of these decorative blocks, and then we can get back to that hangar. But seeing as I was here and had the iron to spare, I may as well get this last little bunker turret thing welded up. Awesome. Right, let's do the rest of this. Yes, Mum, sweet and you low again. Yeah, right, we'll go and recharge. Whatever. Right, recharge. What are we on? 25 past 9. Cool, so I'll probably do about another half hour or so before I call it quits for the evening, so we can get that row in now. Question is that gap big enough for me to fly out? Yes, it is. Wonderful. Oh, run out of iron again. Run out of iron again. It never lasts long enough. We need bigger player inventories, I feel like. Or we just need to reduce the amount that it takes to weld stuff up. It's honestly quite silly. Right, that is done. Oh no, it's not. I missed a couple of blocks there. How are you done? Cool, right, so let's make a little mock turret that I know we can't do anything with yet, but it's be about that high. Oh, the game is lagging. Oh, can I not put that where it's sticking through there? That's okay. In that case, let's just put one of them across there for now. In fact, let's take that out. Let's make it that colour. Put that across the gap. And I won't have a connection point because they don't have connection points on the side. Oh, actually, I don't know what to do for the moment. That doesn't look too great. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Back to the decorative blocks, I think. Then. There's that cube, that is indeed cube. Put the Gatling gun on the top of that for now. And that could be our pretend defense turret. One day in the near future, I'll get to replace this with a rotor and a hinge, hopefully. Hopefully a custom turret controller to go with it. Game's spiking again. Yeah, one game. Oh yeah, we completely ran out of nickel, didn't we? So, you know what, I'm not too worried about that for the moment. Let's partial copy that. Groovy. We just have a couple of fake weapon placements for the moment. We'll flip that one round that way, why not? Cool, fake weapons, awesome. Yeah, I can't wait till we get actual functioning weapons. Like I was saying last week, I'm curious if we'll get any new weapon types rather than the standard that we've grown accustomed to with Space Engineers 1. We'll get something other than Gatlings and autocannons and load spikes, because the game has been running for 4 hours now and it's getting a bit memory leaky. Yeah, I do wonder what we will get in terms of weapons. We'll get anything new. Because they've teased some character weapons from what I remember. And I think I saw some work in progress art of a turret a while back. But I'm wondering what kind of block weapons like these we'll get. Arkville, also curious what kind of ranges the weapons will have. Yeah, I'm curious about that too. Whether they'll go higher range, lower range, keep it the same at this stage. Although, like I mentioned, my biggest wonder at the moment is wondering when we'll get event controllers and things and timers. I want to know when those logic blocks are coming. What? Oh, load spikes again. Yeah. Don't worry, game. We're getting towards the end of the stream anyway. You can have a break in a minute. Pop a bit of iron into them, just to make them a solid object. Probably extend that down as well to cover the back of that. Let's do this last gun emplacement. Yeah, because I wonder if SC2 will do energy weapons or anything like that in the future. It'd be nice to see some kind of energy weapons in the game. Right, there we go. There's a bunch of fake guns. So, I want to put a little bit of backing in there. The grey I used, I think it was the slightly darker one. There we go, that's the right one. Oop, load spike in again. Come on, game. We just about get a block in there. Yes, we can. We only really need to go that far. We're probably not going to be able to weld up half of it when we get to that. There we go. There we go. What's that, Arkville? I agree. Being further into the future than SE1, I hope we get some more sci-fi weapons other than the rail. Yeah, it would be nice if we got... Like I said, it would be nice if we got some energy weapons. Because yeah, the railgun's cool, but yeah, just some like standard lasers would be nice. What the heck is going... Oh, there's a fake rock there. I wonder what the hell is going on. Fake rocks. God, I can't wait for that bug to get fixed. Yeah. Oh, right, yeah. There's a fake rock in there as well, isn't there? Yep, that's why I can't place a block there. It's also why I'm getting shoved around. Damn fake rocks confusing me. Can I pull that back in there now? like I wanted to? Yes, we can. Oh, I'll put that in. Wrong orientation. That's the way. Oh, more load spikes. Yeah, SE2 still has a few memory leak issues at the moment. Play it for a few too many hours, and the game starts to get a little bit load spiky. Any guesses how many tons of iron it's going to take to weld up the floor of the courtyard outside? Oh my god! I hope they balance past the iron requirements at some point very soon. Because it's 665 kilos per half block. I've deliberately used as many half blocks as possible to avoid having to use the full-size blocks. We'll see what happens. I reckon it's going to take about 100 tons probably. What blocks are those actually? They are of some. Oh, right. I don't know, that does have to be that cube. Let's try and connect this to the ground. Where is my little cube? There it is. What other ones need connecting? We need connecting. Oh, you know what? It might just be easier. Oh. Didn't mean to delete you. Yeah, probably be easier actually if I delete that, grind that out, and grind that out. Grab that dark grey colour again. There we go. That's the easy way of doing it. Wonderful. Oh, hey, Joshua. This takes a whole new aspect to handstands. Yeah, well, when you need to weld close to the ground. Would creating the steel plates make it more efficient instead of using iron ore? I don't know if it is more efficient, to be honest. I was under the impression that it's just as efficient to build the basic components from your backpack as it is to do it from a from one of the machines. There's 3 steel plates. No, let's do the math. One and a half. That does not require 3 steel plates. You are lying. Oh, right. Yeah, so. Oh, game, stop load spiking. We're going to pack it in 15 minutes anyway, so. 19 steel plates, or 665 kilos. How much does a steel plate weigh? Do we have that information in game? Oh. One steel plate is 35 kilos. $35 times 19 is still 665. So I don't think it is any more efficient. It doesn't make a difference with the mass of iron consumed. All it does is add an extra step where you have to feck about over there instead of just welding it straight into the block. So I don't think that makes a difference at the moment. I think the only benefit to the backpack welding is the fact that you don't have to run over to a basic assembler every 5 minutes. Right, so that was that. Oh yeah, we were finishing. Oh, I've run out of energy. And I'm gonna die really quickly, because once you run out of energy, that health bar just plummets. Quickly, quickly, quickly. There we go. What was that? Do a test. Time welding 10 blocks with plates versus ore. The actual welding time isn't a problem for me. I don't really mind how long it takes. My big issue is how much it consumes. And it consumes the same either way. What's that arc built? Interesting. Been wondering that for a while. Yeah, it seems the actual mass of components or whatever that it uses is exactly the same. So, doesn't seem like there's any kind of efficiency bonus for prefabricating the parts first. Other than the fact that some of them are specialist components that you have to have the assembler and the refinery for. Right, where's that last block? There it is. Right, is that all of them that connect up to the floor done? Yeah, that's all of them. Alright, let's get back around the right way. There has to be an advantage. I mean, without it, why would anyone bother? I think the main advantage, like I said, is that the backpack welding is nice and mobile. You don't have to keep running back to base to build steel plates. You can just chuck some iron in your backpack and craft them straight from that. I think that is the basic advantage at the moment. Whether that gets changed in the future, who knows? That seems to be the main advantage at the minute. Right, oh yeah, we can extend that down to the floor too, can't we? Let's grab that colour, let's grab the load spike again. Come on, game. All of them there, all of them there. A little bit of steel, because I'm not wasting it all on that right now. Oh yeah, and then we can pop a little bit more into here. What station is that? Be that way. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, you know what, that's more than I wanted to put in there for now, but whatever. They're all going to get welded eventually anyway, and to be honest, they will probably get, in fact, they will get taken out when I actually have to get around to figuring out the conveyor system. So, I'm going to do about 10 more minutes of this stream, so what else could we do with this hangar for now. Oh, we can make a little awning thing at the front. That might look quite cool. Load spikes again. Come on, game. Catch up. There we go. What's that? I wonder if unfinished blocks add more to loading speeds compared to finished blocks. I think... I don't know, to be honest. I know that having lots of blueprints does affect your sim speed and loading times and all that. Because I've noticed when I've had loads of blueprints, like when I had half of that blueprint for that building sitting around, I could feel the frame rate dropping when I was over there. Now that I've deleted the blueprint, it's a little bit more generally stable. Yeah, we could do something like that, and then... oh yeah, that... In fact, actually, yeah, we'll do that and do that. And have the wedge-shaped one on the side of there. And have that come all the way across there. One of them in there. Wait for that. There we go. Little awning type thing. And then maybe a few extra bits of structural support knocking around. So what have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What we do? One there, that's the middle. One there. Flip that around. That side. And grab the good old rusty, are they, decorative blocks again. I hope we get more shapes of in the future. We go there and there, and then we can get triangle bits in there. Yeah, that's quite cool. It's well done up. What I'd like to do eventually, and I maybe get some small hinges, is have some angled lights pointing down from there, illuminating the courtyard. Because currently I can have fixed lights only, so it's either 90 degrees straight out or 90 degrees straight down. I want it on a 45-degree angle coming down there, so eventually I'm going to put lights on the ends of these. Oop, didn't weld that one all the way up for some reason. Yeah, that's quite cool. Quite like that. You're making that annoying drilling sound again. Yeah, right. So, I'm just going to grab... Oh, in fact, actually, let's do... Let's just put that there for now. That can go there. And then what we would ultimately end up having here. Oh yeah, it's a hologram. You can't walk on it. What we'd ultimately end up here is a rotor with a piston arm in the middle with either a merge block or another rotor on the end of that to build robots off. So that can be our little substitute mounting point that will build robots off in the future. When we get there, we will replace it with a rotor and a piston. And then these can be the controls for raising it and rotating it and unlocking the mech and doing all that kind of jazz. Yeah, not be too bad. What else can we decorate this room with? We've got a few minutes left before I call it quits and go to bed, but what else have we got? Oh yeah, we've got the lockers. And we've got tables. I could put a few workbenches out, maybe. Have you got any of that stuff? Oh yeah, I've already got some of that stuff on here. We have some kind of workbenches over to the sides. Hope we get more variants of them, and some decorated ones like the lab desks that we have in SE1 now, because they're really cool. I like all the extra details that they've got on them. Yeah. Iron. Ever needing more iron.
Inventory full.
Make them a different colour so they don't just... Ooh. Yep, that's fake. You can't paint a hologram, divvy. To weld it before you paint it. Copy that colour. Doot, and doot. And what else did we have? I had some lockers somewhere. There they are. Where around are they? They're that way around. I might put them on a little platform. You need a coffee corner with a chair. I need a tea corner is what I need. I can't stand coffee. I am a tea drinker. Through and through. But yes, the sentiment is entirely the same. Oh, I think I've offset those desks by a block. Yeah, they're wrong by a block. I'll have to fix that in a second. But yeah, I will build... I might build a little tea station in one of these corners up here. Yeah, that's in the way. That is off by 25 centimeters, which is incredibly easy to do in this game. To get things just slightly out of alignment. There we go, that's the way we want it. have that there, and then some boxes on top of that. Right, actually, put it in the centre, and then we can wrap it in other blocks. That way, we can just about get them around the back. One there, something's not quite right there. Oh, back on again. Back again, YouTube, thank you. And if my internet connection would stop crapping out as well, that would be nice. Oh, there we go. What's that, Joshua? It would be nice if they didn't put words on the parts like, you like everything to be right side up, and often it looks better at different angles. Yeah, I kind of know what you mean. I'd like it if they'd leave some of the writing off some of the designs sometimes, because it gets a bit annoying when you can blatantly tell something is upside down. But yeah, I'm going to leave this stream here for now. So, yeah, we've made some good progress on this hangar. I think it looks pretty good. There's a few more details to do, but yeah, I'm quite happy with how that's turned out so far. Some more blocks up there that need welding too. So yeah, I will be back again on Sunday evening for some more Apex Mech Survival and building some more robots in Space Engineers 1. I haven't sorted out this, I haven't scheduled a stream for it yet, but that will be up in a day or two. There will be some more Alien Survival series out in a few days when I get around to finish editing the next episode. And once again, to anyone that is feeling generous enough, I am currently running a goal at the moment that you can see at the top right of the screen to help fund some medical bills for one of my cats. So if anyone is feeling generous enough to donate to that, there is a link to my Streamlabs tip link in the description of this stream. It's the one that's got the radiation symbols around it at the very top. Yeah, if anyone can spare a couple of quid for that, that'd be fantastic. If not, not a problem. So yeah, I'll be back on Sunday for more live streaming and some robot building. So thank you to everyone who has watched and chatted, and I will see you all very soon. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye for now.